Hello, my name is Dara Kwa. Welcome to Business. From Monday, details of passengers will be documented before they go on to board any bus at the Ghana Private Road Transport Union stations. The move is to facilitate efforts by health authorities trace contacts if anyone is identified to have contracted the coronavirus. This decision was agreed after a meeting with the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly and the leadership of the GPRTU. Prince Apia has more.
Every player in Ghana's economy now has been engaged to contribute in every way possible to reduce the spread of the coronavirus pandemic. The transport unions are the latest government has engaged. The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly has therefore met the GPRTU in Ashanti region on implementations of some of the agreements.
So the advice from my office was how they will all abide by the directive from the Minister for Transport to be reducing the numbers so as to create spacing, and at the same time the data collection, that is all the passengers entering into each car.
Nanani Mako Bresiama is chairman of the GPRTU in Ashanti region.
We shall take the name of the destination he's going, the mobile number, and everything, so that if something happens, we can quickly identify that this person came to this station and this has happened. So that for the highways, we shall register every passenger who joins bus to any place. But for the Wawa, we can't do that. So we want to control the disease and at the same time passengers who join the buses.
So this is to facilitate the contact tracing that health professionals have been battling with in this fight against coronavirus.
But the major obstacle to this plan is transport operators that do not belong to any unions, popularly known as Wawa.
Trotro is a vehicle which doesn't stop at one place to load. Somewhere we jump from a doom and stop at roundabout. For this, you can't get some people to do all this, because our worry is that we have some people who don't want to join any union, especially the Wawa people. This is what I would say. So we are pleading with the government to help us cramp down all these people.
Meanwhile, the chief executive of KMA, Osei Entry, has hinted on how to address this challenge.
Drivers, because we are in a country where the law also allows people of their freedom, freedom of association. But here is the case that because of their inability to join the union, the unionized ones are also not able to control them. So in these hard times, what do we do with them? So this is an issue. So I'll be inviting those that we know, because they've given us a lot of numbers, but there are a lot of numbers that we don't know. So that is why immediately we are going to have a meeting with the regional minister for us to take a decision as to how to deal with them.
Meanwhile,
transport consultant Cecil Gabra says suggestions for a possible lockdown of public transport may not be feasible at this time. He says it would have dire repercussions on the livelihoods of transport operators. Mr. Gabra spoke to me over the phone.
I don't think so. We should be fair to all concerned. We should be fair to the public. I mean, we use our own vehicles, and then touch wood, if somebody wants to go to town, doesn't mean that if trucks, taxis are not working, I mean, public transport is not working, he cannot move.
Okay, but I guess the concern is that how do we manage the situation such that there is not a spread?
Yes, I think for now, for instance, yesterday, I understand we'll have 2 seats, 2 passengers per seat, okay? That's fine. They should put up hand sanitizers. They should put up water to wash, and that's it, okay? So if the vehicle is picking 15 passengers and then you pick about 8, and that is for me, and then that could solve part of the problem, right? But we should also think about the owners of the vehicles. We should think about it if we're asking them to shut down completely, public transport must not be on the road, what are they going to eat? How are they going to generate income?
And the debate continues. That is it for business. Sports is up next.